North Radio!
Guys, and action!
Yes, y'all. We are back on Hollywood North Radio. I am your host, Big Sleeps. Quiet Storm is in the mix. Kalani Rose was just in the mix. Who are just tuning in. We are speaking with the one, the only actor, producer extraordinaire, Adrian Holmes.
Wow, that's a beautiful introduction. Thank you.
Well, it's the truth.
But
it's the truth.
Thanks for having me.
I'm not lying about it. Yo, come on, man. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you coming. Because it's been a while. It's been a while because your schedule's been out of control. You know, it must be nice to always be working.
It's a good way to learn your craft, to learn while you're on set than in an acting class.
Yeah.
I've been very, very blessed, and the journey's been phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, but for you, in this whole journey, you started like very young with theater.
Yeah. I started out, in elementary school doing plays, and my first play was The Wizard of Oz, and I played the lion.
Mine too.
And yours too. A lot of people did that. You did
I played the lion, bro. I played the lion. We made a lion suit out of with stockings and all that kind of stuff.
Right?
I swear to God, I played the lion.
There you go. Wait, that's a good start. So
That is crazy.
I did that, and then I remember this little girl was asking for my autograph after one of the shows at the Surrey Arts Center. I grew up in Surrey, and I was like, "Mom, why does she want my autograph? I'm not Eddie Murphy. I'm not famous." And she was like, "Well, you were the lion, and you were great. So just sign that paper, and one day it's going to be worth a lot of money."
Yeah.
And I got bitten by the bug then, and I just loved having a voice to permission to express myself on stage behind the mask of a character, and then I just
not have to get detention.
And you get to have permission to do things that normally you get locked up for.
Yeah.
On stage
or licks. Locked up or licks.
Or licks, exactly. So yeah, that's where it all started. Starting on the stage, and then in '91 I got into doing background. And I got actually just before '91, but '91 I got my first TV show on a show called Neon Rider out here. And,
oh wow, that's going back,
that's
bro.
Going back. So yeah, 27 years.
In the game.
Yeah.
27 years in the game, man.
When I was 5. No.
I ran out of Tic Tacs. That was my pause. I ran out of Tic Tacs. I'm like, yo, did they open in my pocket? It did. My bad. All right, so no more Tic Tacs for sleeps.
No more Tic Tacs for sleeps.
It's in my pocket. It's in my pocket. I might as well use it. But so, 5 years old, did the lion.
No, I was 11 when I played the lion. I was like grade 6.
Well, 5 years old is when you decided like this is something that interested me.
Well, I watched a lot of television, and I was always right up at the screen. And my mom was like, "Adrian, you're too close to the television set. If you get any closer, you'll be in it." And I was like, "Well, maybe that's what I was trying to do." From like 5 years old, I wanted to climb in the box, but yeah, I just thought everyone was having so much fun in that world, and then it was Back to the Future, that movie with Michael J. Fox, that really inspired me. And knowing that he was from my backyard right here.
Oh yeah, because you're a BC boy.
Right, exactly. So when I heard he was from BC and went to LA with like, a few dollars in his pocket and just hustled and used a payphone as his office, and I was just like, okay, you know what? All those haters that say, it can't be done, then, just that's the devil's
that's their mentality.
That's their mentality, and that's the thing I say. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be your own biggest fan, and you got to surround yourself with the right people, and positive mental thought. And anything's possible. If Michael J. Fox had that mentality, if he had that attitude, there would be no MJ Fox.
Yeah,
there would be no Denzel. There would be no Viola Davis. There would be no, Brad Pitt, etc., etc. Everybody has a gift and has the ability to be successful and be the best that they can be, as long as you put in the work and don't sit back waiting for a handout. You have to be focused, and where focus goes, energy flows. That's a quote that I heard and I live by. And whatever you put your focus and energy into, is you'll be rewarded. You'll be able to enjoy the fruits of the labor.
And you when you sat there and you said 17 years, did you say 17 years or was it 27? 27 years. So you say 27 years. You said Neon Rider, but then you have to look at there's so many movies that you did before that. Movies of the week, Elysium, You did, and I remember Elysium because
That was great.
Wes was on that too, wasn't he? Maestro, was he on Elysium? Or was that the other one? After? No, not Elysium.
No.
I was thinking of a different one. It's the same heat. So you had Elysium, and you're also a character. You did Red Riding Hood.
Red Riding Hood, yeah.
And then you also are like were a recurring character on Arrow.
Yeah. And don't forget, we worked together on True Justice.
True Justice, yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Steven Seagal.
Totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that.
Yes.
We got some stories that we ain't
some stories.
sharing.
Yeah, well,
I share.
Keep that in the vault.
I share. I don't give a fuck.
Like,
I don't give a fuck.
I do.
I know you. But for me, I was like, I'm not lying.
Right. No, we're keeping it
I was
truthful.
right
We're keeping
there.
it real.
I keep the like the real,
Yeah.
the real like nah stuff, and I tell the funny stuff.
Yeah. That was, you know what? That was a moment that I would not change. I learned so much of what not to do.
100%. 100%. That's exactly what I
And
said.
how not to treat people when you're working in this business.
Bro, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, because in every situation you're in, there is a silver lining. There is something to be learned. There is something to be taken from it. You just have to figure out what that is and move forward. But we good?
It might be peaking, sorry.
Oh, forget yelling?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's gonna peak. I'm gonna yell. It's gonna peak.
What are you, Samuel L. Jackson?
I don't give a fuck who I am.
Haven't you seen my movies?
I'm Malcolm X mixed with somebody else right now. And Martin Luther King. Oh, bless.
Did you get a little Barack in there too?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just went out.
If there's any indication.
We peeking.
We begin. All right. Yeah. So, I learned a lot of what not to do, and taking that forward. You can have a lot of success in this business and just be a normal person. And I've been fortunate to work with some great actors, Matt Damon being one of them, and Gary Oldman, and they have been just top shelf and just so inspiring, and just they really give you a sense of like, this is, you can be successful and just be normal and be cool and not let it get to your head. And those that do, hey, I want longevity in this business. So I know the recipe for that is just to, be humble and enjoy the process and treat everybody the way you want to be treated. And we're very privileged to do what we do.
And speaking of being humble, I mean, outside of all the awards and your accolades, like in the last couple of years, you also won a CSA award. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the Canadian Screen Award for 19-2 as the best lead actor in a series.
Yeah.
And you're the first black man to actually do it in Canada.
The
first black man to be on a series. Leading a series.
I mean, it was a mainstream series, and I didn't realize it at the time, but then it was brought to my attention that I was the first Afro-Canadian black man.
You're the first black Afro-Canadian. Fuck all the bullshit.
To do it here. So it was very, I was very just
politically
overwhelmed and just grateful. It was 19-2 for me was really the benchmark. I had such an amazing family on that show. Jared Kiso and our writers, the scripts were amazing, and I can't believe that it's already over. Like it seemed like yesterday we were getting ready to shoot it.
Yeah.
These years go by so fast. It's crazy.
But you killed it though.
Thank you.
You did a wicked job.
I loved it. I had a great
It was
time.
funny. I'm gonna probably make you blush right now though, right? Because there's one scene where y'all was on the deck on this dock. And Benzie was in it.
Yeah.
Benzie
Exactly
jumps
what
off
you're
the
talking
edge,
about.
and then you're sipping there drinking a beer, and then the director, this dick, goes down and shows your fucking D'Angelo ab from that How Does It Feel? That video. Yo, bro, unless it was a body double, I'm like, yo, why you gotta do that, bro? Why you gotta do it? Now I gotta get my Steve Nash gym up, my membership back up.
You, brother.
You know what I mean? And every other girl that I talked to, there's a couple people who went to the Kidney Foundation thing. They were like, oh my god, I saw the episode that was on the other night. And I was like, yeah, I saw that shit too. As I'm trying to hold in my stomach.
Hey, man,
We taking a picture? Okay.
Trust me, I gotta suck it in too, bro. It's not.
Did you have to get because you knew you knew that it was a shirt off day?
Yeah.
Were you like
well,
I ain't eating for the week kind of thing? And got this crunch.
Well, I definitely do cut out some breads and the sugars and drink a lot of water and try to But
But
yeah,
I'm saying
man,
it's that particular scene.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming up. The work was extra because I know actors do that. Like a lot
Of course, we're doing push-ups and sit-ups just before they say action.
Yeah.
It's literally like we are like right there, pushing up, doing sit-ups, doing every sort of like dips and everything, just to try to get tight. As
Because I was hating. I ain't gonna lie, I was hating. I was like, man, you're supposed to be my homie, man.
Oh man, well, you would have rather be all like pudgy.
I want you to look like me, fluffy. I ain't fired, I'm fluffy.
There's a part for fluffy.
You know what I mean? Fluffy. No, I'm playing. Nah, but I thought it was hilarious because I was like, I saw it and then I heard girls talking about it the next day at the kidney run. And you support the kidney run quite a bit, man, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you for, listen, this man right here, Sleepy is such an inspiration to all of us. He has, he battled some, overcome some obstacles with kidney failure. He was on dialysis, and my man was so blessed by God's grace. He got a kidney donated, and he has been going strong. A lot of us in life, we are spending our time existing and not living. And this is a man who's living, and he's not taking, his blessing for granted.
Thank you, man.
You've been a huge inspiration.
I love that he doesn't understand I'm warm as hell, and he's touching up my back.
Yeah, I know.
And stuff. I'm gonna have to have a hand sanitizer in a minute. It's hot in here. I don't know what he's doing. I keep trying to tell him, like,
that's love, bro. That's love.
That is love.
That's love.
That he came back for it again.
Yeah.
You know when you're so hot when somebody touch you, that's a cold. Yeah. It's cold when the hair moves.
You got a cold spot.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm dying right now.
No,
Thank God I'm wearing blood.
But real talk, though.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
you've been a huge inspiration, and
12 days. 12 days from on the 12th of July would be the 2nd year anniversary of the kidney transplant.
Wow.
Let's have a drink. No, I'm just playing.
Let's sip, ladies and gentlemen.
Celebrate.
Celebration.
Celebrate.
We got a little. What do we have here? This is yerba mate. Cheers. Are you out?
Yeah, I'm out.
All right. Well, you might have a drop in there.
I can. I do have a drop in there. Actually, it's good.
Get my wings.
So,
okay.
Now,
Yep.
we've talked about. See, I don't want to go through all the Wikipedia stuff,
Right.
because the stuff you've done has been amazing. I want to quickly go through the awards,
Okay.
and then I want to talk about the new project,
Okay.
and then we're going to get into your top 5 songs.
Okay.
Count them down. So let's talk about all the awards, because that was a monumental year for you last year.
It was.
Nominations and awards and
Yeah, getting recognized for what you love to do is it's just icing on the cake, and with all your peers, other actors that you admire, and to be in their company, it's overwhelming. It really is. And to hear your name, literally, it's like everything goes quiet and numb, and you're just like, what's happening right now?
you start doing the dance. You start doing the dance in the mirror when nobody knows you get a haircut.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody has done their speech in the mirror
100%
with their hairbrush.
I did mine last night.
We all had those moments when we watched the Oscars.
I did mine in the bathroom on set yesterday.
Who would I thank? You did it yesterday. Yeah? So it was definitely that moment where it was just where I really appreciated God, and just really couldn't believe that the journey took me to this point.
Hell yeah.
It was a hobby. It was something I love to do, but God revealed to me that this is my calling, and I was recognized for.
But you grind though. You grind.
You have to though.
Because it's funny because you have to adapt a certain mentality when you're in this game, and it's funny because it's like you see Adrian, then you don't see Adrian, and that's how I know when you're working.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I be fucking with you. Hey man, you in town?
Well, I'm very critical. I'm like Michael Jackson. I'm a perfectionist. I watch my work, but I watch it to see where I can improve.
Okay, yeah.
And what I don't watch it to be like, oh, this is shit.
I'm dope.
I'm watching it.
I'm
like,
dope.
Okay.
So you don't watch
that
it like
works.
me?
No.
I'm joking.
I have my moments. I have my dope moments. I'm like, okay, that worked. That was dope. But I'm always trying to find areas that I can sharpen and improve, so that moving forward I will continue to advance and expand and evolve. So but yeah, it's it's tough sometimes watching your work, but you got to do it.
Hell yeah.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah, you must.
Yeah. I don't understand actors that don't watch the work. I find that interesting because there's a lot of actors that just they go to work, do the thing, and they just don't even watch it. And, you know, and that's, I mean, if that's their thing and it works, cool for them. But I would not. I like to know what I'm putting out into the world.
It's because it's forever.
Yeah,
it is
exactly,
forever.
exactly.
You know, and it's not less feeling yourself. It's more like looking at you going, okay, how can I fix that?
Right.
Okay, and if you are still that character, how can I improve in the next episode?
Right, right. And I know I've done my job when I can watch myself and not see myself, when I can see the character and I can be completely, taken somewhere else, taken on the journey of the story and forget, oh, that's me, you know, but yeah.
The new Netflix series.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
It's called V-Wars.
V-Wars.
It's it's a Netflix original that stars Ian Somerhalder from Vampire Diaries.
Sick. That's dope.
Yeah. So he's an amazing guy, and I've always been a fan of his work on the show, and so to get to work with him is a real treat. We're gonna have a great time. We start shooting on July 4th in Sudbury, and then we head over to Toronto. It's about a virus that turns humans into these vampire-type creatures.
Right.
We don't call ourselves vampires; we call ourselves enhanced beings, kind of like evolved humans. But we have a thirst for human blood. Okay. So, and we do have the teeth and everything, and we do the whole metamorphosis, whatever. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you switch.
Yeah, we switch it up.
Transform.
But anyways, I'm really excited about this one. I get to work with Brad Turner, who is our executive producer, and Brad Turner directed me in my very first series, Neon Rider, back in '91. So it's so interesting how everything comes full circle like that. And we've connected, a few times, over the last few years. And, I was in New Zealand with my girlfriend who was shooting a show called The Shannara Chronicles, and he was executive producer on that.
Oh, so it's my fluke.
So we got to bond and connect and had a great time in beautiful New Zealand, and then fast forward to here we are going to do this new series. So the Lord works in mysterious ways, and I don't question it. I just say thanks and I'm so grateful. So
All right, so V-Wars on Netflix.
Oh, also Jonathan Mayberry is he's the author of the books and the comic books that this show is based off of, which is a really successful series. So it's going to be great. I think everyone's going to love it.
We're definitely going to have you back for V-Wars.
Okay.
When V-Wars drops and you're allowed to talk about it, and the publicist and everybody's like, it's cool.
Right.
It's cool to go ahead now.
I didn't say anything that hasn't been already online that you can't find. So
you didn't say anything. I was going to stop you. I was waiting because I looked and I'm like, I got to stop him just in case if he starts going on. So so what had happened is I get this like third eye halfway through the season. But no, I mean, that was a dope description. I think that it's gonna be one of those ones that's gonna be it because you already are in enough sci-fi things like that, so you almost get ready geared up for Comic-Con, bro.
Yeah, that's also been something on my bucket list. To go to Comic-Con. A lot of my friends here. I mean, Vancouver is a very sci-fi city. Every sci-fi show's been pretty much.
And you've been on almost every
sci-fi show, but I've never done Comic-Con. I mean, this is the biggest role that I've had on a sci-fi show. So this will definitely.
Once you get that one in,
yeah,
all the other ones will just fall into place because that'll build your resume.
Absolutely.
And you'll have like a 3 mile long booth.
Something like that.
Yeah, so you have all this merch.
3 miles? You think 30 miles?
I think from when you think about what you got, Elysium, you got Arrow, you got what's the other one? You got Red Riding Hood.
Smallville.
You got Smallville. You got.
I did a little Stargate.
Stargate, Any Battlestar Galactica?
I did an episode of Battlestar.
Like, bro, you're good. You got more credits in sci-fi films than most dudes that are at Comic-Con. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna front. But we gotta get into it. It's about that time. We gotta be real quick and run into your top 5 songs.
Okay.
So it's the soundtrack of his life. For those of you who are just listening in, we are here with Adrian Holmes, actor, producer extraordinaire, and a thespian as well. So we are here live, and we're gonna get through his top 5 songs for the soundtrack of his life right here on Hollywood North Radio. And let's talk real quickly about your first song. So this is how we do it. For those of you who are listening, Adrian has picked 5 songs that describes him as a person from where he was to where he is today. So his 5th song is the one we're going to talk about right now. So he's going to give us a little breakdown on what that song means to him, and then he's going to tell you what the song is, and then we play the song and we count it down from 5 to 1 right here on Hollywood North Radio. So let's talk about your fifth song.
All right, the fifth song. You mean the very last song or my first song?
No. Well, the fifth song, we go from 5 to 1.
Oh, we're going to the top.
Yeah, we're going from 5 to 1.
From present to the past.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was the other way around.
Oh.
Cool. Okay, my first song then would be a song that just makes me feel good. It's a really beautiful song by an artist named Anderson .Paak. His album came out in 2016 called Malibu, and it's a song that connects me and my girl Caroline Chikizi together. She's an amazing woman, and we both have this shared love for music. Hey, baby. And so this is a song that really, we really bond to. And I mean, we have so many, but this is one that we both decided is a good reflection of our time.
Okay.
And it's just good, upbeat, fun song.
All right. So Anderson .Paak, and tell him the name of the song.
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Sorry, I had a moment. I was going.
Anderson .Paak. Well, to see how he changed it like 5 times.
I know. I had like 15 songs in my head. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay.
All right. Am I wrong? He ain't wrong.
Am I wrong?
It's Anderson .Paak, number
Anderson
5
.Paak.
for the
Let's do it,
song.
baby.
For his number 5 song for the soundtrack of his life, Adrian Holmes is Anderson .Paak. Am I wrong? What's up, yo? We are back on Hollywood North Radio. That was number 5, Anderson .Paak, on the soundtrack of Adrian Holmes' life, right here on Hollywood North Radio. Man, that was dope. So let's get into your number 4 song, because we're pressed for time. We gotta catch.
Number 4. Okay. What was my 4?
Number 4 was Forever, My Lady.
Okay, we're going. Okay, so I'm a '90s hip hop. Hip hop, R&B, '90s. So, I mean, I'm gonna go with an R&B joint. And when you think of R&B in the '90s, Jodeci is definitely top of the list for me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, especially women love their Jodeci. So I'm going with from their debut album in 1991, Forever My Lady.
Jodeci, Forever My Lady. We're back on Hollywood North Radio. That was the number 4 song, Jodeci, Forever My Lady.
Oh, I gotta fix this. On
the soundtrack of his life, on Adrian Holmes' soundtrack of his life, that was number 4. So now, we're gonna talk about his number 3 track.
Okay, we gonna get a little bit grimier now. We gonna, we gonna get a little more street. As being a '90s hip hop head, I mean, there's so many. Wu-Tang Clan. Boogie Down Productions. Public Enemy, Smith & Wesson. I mean, there's so many. I mean, Biggie Small, Tupac, Black, all those guys. Tupac, Biggie. The list is endless. So I went with Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear, the remix, because it's got Biggie, it's got my man LL Cool J.
Got sprinkles.
It's got sprinkles.
It's so like ice cream.
We got sprinkles with the flavor in the ear, because that's the flavor that I like. And also Hieroglyphics, Souls of Mischief, 93 Till Infinity is also that was one of my choices as well. That's how I chill. That was 93 Till. That was one. But we're going with Flavor in the Ear by Craig Mack.
All right, so there you have it. Number 3 on Adrian Holmes' soundtrack of my life is Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear, the remix, right here on Hollywood North Radio.
Yes.
Y'all know what it is, where the celebrities come to play. Welcome back to Hollywood North Radio. I am your host, Big Sleeps. Adrian Holmes in the building, actor, producer extraordinaire. Y'all seen him in every goddamn TV show and every movie. And don't forget, V-Wars is going to be coming out on Netflix very soon, and he starts that shortly. And Skyscraper drops
July 13th.
with The Rock. Drops July 13th.
Yeah.
Yo, so don't forget to go cop that and watch that, spend your money. Because I know I will. Man, I might even watch it twice. I might go to Guilford and watch it on Wednesday. We get that deal with the popcorn.
See it on the big screen. It's a big movie. I
was just actually at the set sale.
Oh, were you?
Well, not at the set sale. I saw some of the stuff from the set sale.
Okay.
And I think my boss, one of my bosses, he actually bought the couch that they fought, the big white leather couches.
Oh, they had. Oh, listen, the sets on that film were ridiculous.
They were like $5,000-$6,000 couches. I'm like, and they fought and broke these things.
I know.
What the fuck is they
That's
doing?
what pains me when I work on these films, and the art department, they work so hard to produce such incredible work, sets for us, and then when it's all over, they start dismantling it. I mean, some of them they save, but a lot of stuff they just break, and you're like, yo, give that to me. I'll take
stuff
that.
was selling at the a series of unfortunate events, TV shows, set sale. Yo, pallets were selling for $1. Like pallets of shit. I was like, are you joking?
Right.
Like $1, but it comes in a plot, so you gotta take two, so it's gonna cost you $2.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, okay, do I really need a burnt chair? But I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well, the rock sat in it. So,
right, yeah. So
I mean, it's not just a burnt chair, ladies and gentlemen. It's the rock sat in it. The rock's ass was on it. So.
$500. Anyway, so, all right, so that was number 3. That was Flavor in the Air, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, that was the number 3 song for the soundtrack of Adrian Holmes' life. It was Flavor in the Air, the remix. And now we got to get down to the number 2 song on the soundtrack of his life, right here on Hollywood North Radio, and that is...
All right, so now we're going back to when I first came to Canada from England. My uncle Merv introduced me to R&B and Marvin Gaye, the whole Motown sound, and I was in the whole genre, rock, everything. But Stevie Wonder, is definitely one of my favorite artists, singers, songwriters, and so this song, it's like my anthem. If I had one song that actually would be
like your theme song every time you took a step?
It's this song. It's this song. If you listen to the lyrics of this song, it will just, no matter what darkness you're feeling, no matter what struggle you're going through, you put this song on, it will definitely lift your spirits and make you feel born again. It's a beautiful song, and like most of his songs are. So this is my what number is this? 4th track?
2.
Or 2. We're going that way. So my 2nd track is Stevie Wonder.
There you have it. Number 2, Stevie Wonder on the soundtrack of Adrian Holmes' life, right here on Hollywood North Radio, where the celebrities come to play. And we're back on Hollywood North Radio. That was Stevie Wonder Couldn't get through the whole thing because we got to get to number 1 because we got to get out of here.
Here we go. We're going to number 1. Number 1 is the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Woo! I mean, every song of his is amazing. Man of the Mirror is one of my favorites, but I got to go back to his first album, Off the Wall, title song, Off the Wall.
Yes.
Boom, hit it, punch it.
All right, there we go. Number 1 song for Adrian Holmes on the soundtrack of our life.
MJ!
And Michael Jackson, Off the Wall on Hollywood North Radio. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace! And Trust the Process is up next.
Yes.
These guys are mad at us for being dicks every week on Black Guy Time. So, peace. We out. See y'all next week. Peace. Hollywood North Radio! Quietly, guys. And action!
Hollywood North Radio, where the celebrities play.
All right, cut. Guys, come on.